Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brando with Brando Sports World here, and today we are on team number 75, the Illinois Fighting Illini, for my top 100 college football teams of the 2022 season, and we are rolling along. We're getting to make some more videos. Back at it again today. Let's get into it. Their 2021 record, they were 5-7. One of the more notorious teams in the Big Ten Conference to be a bottom dweller, more or less. But they've had some up and downs, just like the rest of a lot of the other college football teams in the country. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get on into it. Last year's record, 5-7, like I said. But starting out the very first week, they play home game against Wyoming. This will be an interesting matchup, actually, and probably one of the better games as far as what Week 0 has to offer, as they do play in the very first week of the college football season. I think this will be a pretty good game. It was tough for me to call this one, but I actually have you guys winning this one to start the season 1-0. The following week is a game at Indiana. Indiana had a horrible season last year under Tom Allen. I think this will be an interesting game as well. I think you guys have a solid chance to win this one, and it is an away game. And I actually have you guys winning this one as well. I think this is probably one of those fourth quarter type of games where it kind of comes down to the wire. But yeah, got you guys winning this one heading into week 3. Another game against Virginia here, going up against the Cavaliers. Home game for you. I think this will be a good game. Would like to see it, back and forth just to make it an interesting one. But I think that someone's going to end up pulling away in the third quarter here, and I think you guys are going to win this one too. So you're starting your season out 3-0 and only 2 shy of your record from the previous year. The following week is a much easier game compared to the rest of the competition you faced thus far. It's a game against Tennessee Chattanooga, which was a wonderful team to write down on a piece of paper. I did spell it right, though. And for that reason, I'm going to give you guys a win. Not because of that reason, but you guys are going to easily beat this team. So you're 4-0, probably the first time in forever. I'd have to look into that, but I would say I don't think you've gone 4-0 in recent memory within this decade at least. So yeah, you guys are going to easily win that one. Start your season out 4-0. The following week is where things start taking a different turn, though, unfortunately. It is an away game, the House of Madison, Wisconsin. I think you guys will be riding a high. I think this will be a decently close game heading into the second quarter, but I think Wisconsin's defense is too stout for you guys, and I think they end up pulling this one away. This might be this might be like a 28-14 type of game where they kind of have control of the clock. Feels like that one, how that'll turn out. So I have you guys losing that one. That's going to make you 4-1 heading into the Week 6 game against Iowa. Home game for you guys. A lot of people anticipate the Iowa Hawkeyes to do solid this year as well. Great linebacker core. Awesome defense overall in general. I think this will be a pretty tough game for you to win as well, and I do have you losing this one also. With that being said, you're 4-2 heading into Week 7. Week 7's game is a home game against Minnesota. Minnesota, much improved team. A couple years ago, they had a solid year. I think they even won 10 games. Don't quote me on it, but they a pretty solid team with Coach Fleck. I think that you guys have a good opportunity to actually win this game, but I think this is going to be just a little bit too much for you. You're going to lose at home, unfortunately, becoming 4-3, and you're now on a 3-game losing streak. Heading into Week 8. It is an away game at Nebraska. The Cornhuskers are going to want to get some revenge on you from the previous year. You definitely started their season out a little bit sour and spoiled it for them, I think, and that just kind of went downward from there. But yeah, you guys, I think this will be a decently close game, maybe the first and second quarters, but by the third quarter, I think a much improved Nebraska team, especially away in Lincoln, is going to be a little bit tough for you guys to overcome. So I have you losing that game as well. The very following week is a game against Michigan State. It's a home game for you guys. Mel Tucker's got those guys rolling in the right direction. Anything could happen, but I have you guys losing this one as well. So that'll put you on a 5-game losing streak, and now you're 4-5. So what looked to be a promising season is starting to become kind of grim. The following week, I have a game against Purdue for you guys. Home game. A lot of people think Purdue's another team that's going to be much improved, but I think they've lost a lot of talent, to be honest with you. I haven't really scouted over the defense too much, but Jeff Brom, great coach, can scheme really well. But that's not to say Brett Bielema can either. Be kind of interesting coaching matchup. People might have you losing this one. I do not. I think you guys win this game, and you become 5-5, a .500 team on the season. The last 2 games of the year are away game, or this first one's an away game. Actually, they both are, but it's an away game at Michigan. I think you're going to be a pretty tough team to beat for you guys, unfortunately, and I don't think this will be too close. I'm pretty high on the Wolverines this year. So I have you losing that one. Pardon me. So I have you going 5-6 at that point, heading into the Week 12 game against Northwestern. Like I said before, is an away game. Northwestern lost a lot of talent from their last team, or their team last year. They didn't do so hot either. And usually Pat Fitzgerald does pretty well every other year, it seems like, to be honest with you, for whatever reason. But great coach, always pulling for the Wildcats. But I actually have you guys winning this game, making you 6-6 on the season and becoming bowl eligible. So you slightly improve from that 5-7 record, becoming 6-6. I still think it's something to build off of. Illinois traditionally hasn't been a powerhouse by any means whatsoever, especially compared to Big Ten standards. But yeah, it's something to build off of. I think if they can continue to build that depth, who knows what could happen. They become 7-5. The following year, maybe 8-4. Who's to say? But for the 2022 record, I got you guys going 6-6, and you're going bowling. So let's get to 7 wins for you. Anyways, I really do appreciate you guys tuning into these videos. They're a lot of fun for me to make. So please comment. Please like this video to help me out here. Subscribe to the channel. We can talk a little bit more football down in the comments if you guys would like, especially Big Ten football, because that's more of my niche, if you will. So appreciate you guys for tuning in again. I'm Brando with Brando Sports World, and I'll be seeing you on the next video. Thank you.